Hi, everybody. I'm Helen Maldonado,
And I'm Oscar Maldonado.
and we are franchise owners of NIA Professionals, Katie, Fulsher, and Memorial. Today we have one of our Memorial members, and Shawne Hebert with SRC Financial Consulting has joined us. Tell us a little bit about you, Shawne.
I am in the insurance industry dealing with health insurance, 401ks, etc., and all the ancillary benefits. And I have been in the industry since 2009.
Wow.
Excellent.
Wow, that's awesome. So we're going to ask a few questions and just go. So we'll start with our first one, and that's how has your company responded to this coronavirus?
I would say the number one energy arena that I've been having to focus on is staying up with everything up to date of what the carriers are offering in our industry to help with COVID-19 pandemic. An example of what's being covered, what costs are being waived, and it's a ever evolving, daily changing from each carrier. So through that, what I've done is try to blast on all my social media sites, being
Okay.
Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and sharing the carrier's information out there. And I've also emailed all of my clients and asking them to share with each employee that when there is questions, for them to share the actual carrier link that that company is using for their group health insurance. So that
Oh,
way they are getting the most up-to-date information going directly to the site.
that's great. So the carriers are really opening up direct communication.
Yes, we are having usually at least weekly webinars to educate the brokers as to what's going on out there, where things sit with the pandemic, and what carriers are doing to assist not only the employees in their coverages, but the employers and how they can assist them navigate through all of this due to cost, etc.
That's good.
Very good. And Shawne, as an expert in your field, what tips can you give to the audience that's listening to us today?
Well, I would say the most important thing during this time, of course, is having a good health insurance plan. A little bit more robust than a lot of people in the past have chosen the HSA plans, etc. I think right now having a at least medium plan, as you would call it, an example, a $3,000 deductible plan, would be very important. And I would say another importance that I've tried to do all along, but I'm very passionate about it, is educating the employees of the employers that are my clients exactly what they have and how to use it. And when they get in a situation where they're not sure, to reach out to me so that I can give them the customer service of educating them on how to use it and navigate through it so that they're not out of pocket any more than they have to be. Um, and in addition to that, I also add a product, which I always have, but is more important now than ever, that assists in covering your high pocket out of coverage expenses, such as your deductibles and your co-insurance. And I pair that with a major medical. So through all of that, it helps the employees have a peace of mind that when they go to have that MRI or they go to have their surgeries, that they're not pulling out their credit card and having to take that burden on in addition to paying their health insurance premiums. It's a small cost offset that helps where you can walk in and a lot of times pay $0 to have an MRI,
Wow.
or get ready to
Great.
do that deductible. And if your deductible is $3,000 and you've got an outpatient procedure, that outpatient procedure deductible has now been dropped to $500.
Oh,
If it's inpatient, your deductible that's a $3,000 deductible with this product is now zero. So that brings a great peace of mind to the employers
Sure.
and the employees. It's not only giving the employees a peace of mind that they're not having that burden of that cost, because most of your out-of-pocket maxes today are $7,000 to $8,000, which can truly devastate a family financially. So this small cost in the way I creatively design the plan not only brings that burden, removing that from the employee, but it also helps the employer because they're able to save on an average of $150 an employee only rate. It goes up, of course, for dependent coverage because of the cost with that, along with it gives a richer benefit. So now a $3,000 deductible has been bought down to $500.
That's
And so it's a
awesome.
way, yes, my clients and the employees love it. I have found amazing comments back when I go to do a group enrollment at open enrollment time by the employees who have utilized it. They rave about the product and what a financial relief it was to them to know they're not pulling out their MasterCard.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
So is that considered it's considered a supplement to
Yes,
their
but it's
regular policy?
yes, it sure is, Helen. It's an assignable benefit though. So it pays directly to the facility. So you're not having to get reimbursed. And
Fantastic.
so if you walk into a radiology facility, you're just going to hand them two cards, which you would do with Blue Cross and a MasterCard anyway, and
Yeah.
they will directly bill them just like they will Blue Cross or whatever carrier that might be, and they pay directly to the facility for that out-of-pocket expense.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's
That's some
fantastic.
great information.
That's really good. Really good. And if their insurance carrier or insurance agent hasn't done that, they need to be finding a new one because that's awesome. That's really
Well,
awesome. I'm excited
Yeah.
about that. Now,
well, thank
what
you.
opportunities have you identified through all of this craziness that we've gone through that ways that you might operate your business differently when the pandemic is over? Like, does that make sense?
I would say yes, absolutely. I would say definitely social media. I have dove into that more than I ever have.
Yeah,
We have a great resource, Natalie, in our group that I've
yeah.
reached out to, and she is such an asset. And I think more companies should utilize someone like that in their field because they're realizing now the importance of social media and how we communicate to our clients and others that we're trying to reach since we can't be face to face at this time. And I would say for me, that is going to be something I prioritize on continued once the pandemic is relieved.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are. I think it's made life easier. You're not having to, battle traffic in Houston. You just go through a platform like Zoom and you can have your meetings and get through your day a lot easier. Although I feel like everybody's working more.
Yeah, really.
Yes, I agree.
Maybe that life balance, life, work, family, all of the balance needs to get in order too. So hopefully that'll straighten out and get back to normal.
Yes, we all hope so. I miss being face to face with people.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Me too. Me too. Well, thank you so much for joining us
Yeah,
and
thank you,
sharing that.
Sean.
That was wonderful information. I hope people take advantage of that. So, how would somebody else reach you if they're not connected in our group?
Well, there's several different ways. I have a Facebook, SRC Financial Consulting. I have, which you can reach me and message me through there at srcfinancial.com, which is my website. You can reach me there. All of my contact information, email, direct phone number, etc., is on there.
Okay.
I also have a Twitter and a LinkedIn.
Awesome.
Very good.
Awesome. So, SRC Financial Consulting.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. 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 Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, Sean. Have a great
Thank you
day.
both. I
Great day.
appreciate it. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.